Denmark, culture name, Danish. The name of the country means borderlands of the Danes in reference to a political unit created during the 6th through 9th centuries. This period was marked by a slow progression of sovereignty among the Danes, a people who originated in Skåne, today the southern part of Sweden, but eventually were based in Jutland. By the 9th century, the Danes had gained mastery of the area known today as Denmark and maintained control until the late medieval period, including parts of modern Sweden and Norway. In the late medieval period, Denmark was reduced in size to approximately the area of contemporary Denmark. Denmark is a small nation whose cultural unity is mitigated by regional traditions of rural, urban, and island communities with distinctions based on local language, food, and history. This situation has sometimes created friction between local history and national history. Location and geography. The Kingdom of Denmark, which is situated in Scandinavia and Northern Europe, is surrounded by the North Sea, Skagerrak, Kattegat, and the Baltic Sea. The country covers approximately 16,634 square miles. Roughly 80 of its more than 400 islands are inhabited. Demography. The first census in 1769 counted a total of 797,584 people. By 1998, the total population was 5,294,860. Infant mortality, epidemics, war and immigration, better hygiene, food, and housing influence population changes. The population increased from 2.5 to 5.3 million during the 20th century, showing an interdependency between decline in population growth and industrialization, with the average number of children per woman decreasing from 4 to 1.5. Symbolism. Markers of the national culture include the national flag, the national anthem, public holidays, and hymns, songs, and ballads. According to myth, the national flag descended from the sky to the Danish army during a battle in Estonia in 1219 and was institutionalized as a national symbol in the 17th century. The flag, a horizontal white cross on a red field, symbolizes a membership, community, and a sense of belonging, marking an extensive number of social events. History. Emergence of the nation. Denmark is a constitutional monarchy and the oldest kingdom in Europe. According to historical sources, it dates back to the 9th century, but myth dates it as far back as the 6th century. The recent history of the nation features an outward-looking people focused on trade, welfare, equality, and democracy, which in Danish means people's government. Architecture. Architecture is marked by a division between the ideals of Denmark as a fairy tale country and as a modern, industrialized one. The first image is characterized by traditional small houses with small windows, low ceilings, straw roofs, and gardens with flowers and vegetables. Even the castles are small and more cute than grandiose. Food in daily life. Danes eat most of their meals at home and in private settings, although public dining places ranging from small hot dog stands to fancy restaurants are available and are used. A breakfast of coffee, bread, or cereal is eaten at home. Sunday breakfast commonly includes fresh bakery bread, boiled eggs, juice, tea or coffee, and the Sunday newspaper. Lunch at a workplace, school, or institution is either homemade or available in kitchens or canteens, offering open sandwiches, hot meals, or a buffet table. It also may be bought at butcher shops, cafes, and sandwich bars. Open sandwiches are traditional, consisting of rye bread with salami, liver pate, herring, roast pork, fried plaice, cod roe, cheese, chocolate, or fruit. Dinner at home traditionally consisted of an appetizer, a main course, and dessert. Soup, porridge, and fish dishes were served but today are rarely eaten on a daily basis. A main course is traditionally composed of boiled potatoes, boiled vegetables such as green beans and cauliflower, and fried meats such as meatballs, cutlets, or roast pork served with brown gravy. Pizza, pasta, rice, chicken, and turkey have become common food items among young people. Imported fruit, vegetables, and spices are also common. Basic economy. Natural resources are limited to agricultural land, clay, stone, chalk, lime, peat, and lignite. The economy is therefore heavily dependent on international trade. Farming accounts for 2/3 of the total land area, and agriculture produces enough edible products for 3 times the population. Industrial exports account for about 75% of total exports, while the share of agricultural exports is about 15%. Social stratification. Most national surveys dealing with social strata do not divide the population into different income groups. Instead, the population is categorized into 5 social layers, according to level of education and occupation. Those social categories are academics, owners of large farms, and persons with more than 50 employees, farmers with at least 4 employees, owners of companies with more than 6 employees, and college-educated business owners, farmers with a maximum of 3 employees, owners of small companies, and persons with jobs requiring expertise, skilled workers, small landowners, and workers with a professional education and workers without skills training. Social welfare. Public and private programs to aid disabled individuals are found in every major town and city. Food and shelter are always provided, and sometimes disabled persons are placed with a type of foster family. Gender roles. Denmark has the highest percentage of women in the labor market in Europe, with close to 80% of women being employed. Since the 1980s, the country has had a public policy of equality of men and women in regard to wages and working conditions. Yet men are more likely to get top positions and in general earn higher wages than women. Persistent beliefs associate women with the family and men with work. These practices are enforced by employers who encourage single women and married men to pursue careers. Religion. Religious beliefs. Religious freedom is consonant with international standards on the right to freedom of religion. 86% of the population belongs to the Evangelical Lutheran Church, which has for centuries been supported by the state and is considered the national church. Numerous other Christian communities exist, including the Catholic Church, the Danish Baptist Church, and the Pentecostal movement. Other world religions represented in the country are Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, the Baha'i faith, and Sikhism. Recently, religious groups celebrating old Viking gods have emerged. Medicine and healthcare. Since 1973, a tax-financed healthcare system has provided free access to healthcare throughout the lifespan within a national system. Treatment for inclusion in the system must adhere to theories and practices based on the sciences of medicine and psychology utilized by organized practitioners trained at accredited colleges and universities. Most children are born in hospitals. Health visitors give family support for infant care and development. All children are offered an extensive vaccination program and medical examinations on a regular basis until they leave school. Celebrations. Among the traditional secular celebrations is Shrovetide, is held in February and features children dressed in fancy costumes going from house to house, singing songs and begging for money, candy, or even bonds. The 1st of May celebrations were originally intended to celebrate the formation of workers' unions, but they have evolved into public parties with demonstrations, speeches, music, and drinking. St. Hans is a midsummer celebration held on June 23 that features singing, speeches, and a traditional bonfire at which a doll symbolizing a witch is burned.